All right, hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash. Double honors to our other apostles, a great millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful members, the elect, the Bechayim, the house of David, that's been preordained, predestined to get delivered in these last times and to be the ruling, governing body of the nation of Yasha'Allah. All right. So I'm here with the brother. I'm with the brother Partham, and we just want to go in the spirit of abounding. Constantly abounding. All right. Make sure we stay on top of ourselves, man, with our daily lives. All right. Either handling responsibility, of course. Taking care of Yahweh Bashemashai's ministry first. Your first love. Making sure we're giving attendance to reading. We're studying when we have the chance, making sure you're utilizing your time wisely. All right, making sure you're watching the videos, you're being a good watchman, because we have to be watchmen, to see prophecies being fulfilled. All right, Ezekiel the 3rd chapter verse 17. All right, and make sure that we're studying, so we won't be confounded by no low-level Christian or theologian. All right, because this milk is good enough. All right, but you gotta study. You gotta read. You gotta watch the breakdowns. You see, take notes. Look back at your notes. Practice the Hebrew. Not every brother's gonna, excel in the Hebrew, but of course, you want to practice. All right, and at the end of the day, you want to pray. Make sure you're building up your relationship with Yahweh Bashemashai and pleasing Him. All right, and then if you do all these things, guess what? Your faith will increase. Because you're being cleansed. You're being cleansed by His word, and your confidence will increase. And that's not to be proud or anything. Don't let knowledge puff you up, but to remain humble. But you want to make sure that you're staying on top of yourself. I can start with a scripture, and if you want to say anything, please do, brother. Say something if you want.
Got you, bro. I'll just read the scripture out first.
2 Timothy chapter 4 verse. That's not it. Hold on. Oops, Salakia. Hold on. Okay, I think it was 2 verse 15. Yep. 2 Timothy 2 verse 15. It says, "Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh Bashemashai, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." Right. So we want to be a workman that needeth not to be ashamed. We want to make sure that we're rightly dividing the word of truth. And you got to study. You got to watch the breakdowns to know what you're talking about. All right. How could you break down Genesis, the first chapter, without ever looking up the breakdown for it, and watching the apostles go in on it, Genesis, the second chapter, it's still up there too, the breakdowns. All right. So you want to make sure you're reading. All right. Let me get one more scripture. The scripture say, give attendance to reading. All right. Revelation 1 verse 3. "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." Right? And we're in the time of prophecy. So you also want to make sure you're being a watchman. You got to be looking at the news every day. That's why you download different apps. The news app, I'll just bring an article about, again, Russia, the World War III update, Russia over there at the border, Ukraine. All right. You go on zerohedge.com. You go on different news media outlets, Dabu. All right, go on D Live. You can hear it. Sometimes you don't have to always read an article. You can just listen to certain people bring out articles while you're driving or while you're working out. We gotta be watchmen, man. We gotta be serious. But if you want to say something, please do.
Say doing what you just said, watching and studying and all that. It could spark a video. Edify the flock.
Hey,
spark something.
Hey.
I know that with me it does. I watch something, I hear a brother, it sparks like, okay, it reads out like the Lord bless me in precepts.
Yeah.
So it helps you feed the flock too.
Yeah.
When you sit there and listen in sincerity and really listen.
Yeah.
And take notes.
Hey, here's a scripture, 2 Timothy 4 verse 2. "Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season." Right? So we go out there on the highways and byways. We don't take no breaks. We don't take no winter breaks, no summer breaks. This ain't like elementary school.
Man.
All right? It says, "Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine." So we have to make sure that we're being on top of ourselves. We're watching the news. We're studying, And like the brother said, that will spark a video, okay? Because you're rightly dividing the word of truth, all right? You're making sure you're sticking to this doctrine, a 444. You're making sure you're sticking with this doctrine, all right? You make sure that you're prophesying correctly, the true prophecies, all right? You may be and also you may be a brother that has a like a real motivational spirit. You may be a brother that knows how to exhort really well, all right? Reprove, rebuke, You see a lot of camps going off. That's what we've been doing, starting with the elder apostles of GMS. We've been reproving, rebuking. All right, it's not like we're not being haters. No, we're doing what the scriptures told us. Really, this is love. You see, it says, "We'll exhort with all long suffering and doctrine." All right, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. Right, you got a lot of dudes that broke away, all right, from GMS, or try to do their own thing. You got kicked out, all right, and a lot of them just either stopped doing the work or they started preaching, false doctrine, all right. But when you when you stay in the spirit, all right, you remain humble, you rightly divide the word of truth. You see, that's a good thing, man. All right, that's a good thing. You see, because we want to make sure that we're rightly dividing this word of truth. We taking this word serious because this is deadly serious. All right. And again, when you're watching the news, all right, you're watching for prophecy, and you've been studying, like the brother said, that will spark a video like, oh, okay, that's Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. That's Russia, going back to that USSR state. Or this is, where the scriptures say, Revelation 13 chapter verse 16, the MOTB. Now we're seeing it being implemented in Sweden, but they're doing it real. What's the word? They're doing it real deceitfully. I just saw an article yesterday on India. Now they're having the e-passports with the chip. All right, but it's all gradualism. But I know that's Revelation 13 chapter verse 16, but that's in its gradual form. All right, Hey, 144, call it a bunch of my shot. But yeah, if you want to say anything else, brother,
yeah, like you just said, I lost my train of thought, but basically, I lost my train of thought. But I'm gonna say this, this truth right here is the best investment you could ever do. Like, this is the only thing that really matters.
Yeah, man.
The only thing that's gonna pay off.
Yeah. We about to. Go, King.
So like, I remember I was gonna say, and like what the brother said, when you like I said earlier, when you see when you're watching being a watchman, it sparks precepts in your mind. Make sure to take notes, because I noticed the Lord, with me at least, it sparks precepts, and I take notes, and all of a sudden I forget. But when I take notes, it's cool because I go back to my notes and it comes right back to me.
Yeah. That's another thing.
Make sure to take notes.
Yeah, calm, brother. Hey, that's another thing. Yeah, make sure you take notes, brothers, and go back in your notes. Have a routine of where you go in your notes, you study them for like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, it just refreshes your mind. Like Apostle, like Elder Apostle Gabar says, repetition is the father of skill.
Man.
So go back in your notes. All right, watch the breakdown videos. This is repetitive. This truth. All right, you might did a lesson. You might have broken down a scripture. All right, already, but you do another lesson on it, and you might bring it out differently this time. All right, and this truth is repetitive. Okay. The prophets, they will repeat the same thing that the prophets before them will repeat. All right, the visions they saw. You see, so just stay on top of yourself. Constantly abound. Read. Read 15 to 30 minutes a day. Read 7 scriptures a day if you can. Maybe less if your day is kind of real all over the place. But give time to the Lord, man. Okay. Make sure that you're studying, you're being a watchman. All right, that's our job. Okay, so you can rightly divide this word of truth. You won't be ashamed, because again, if you preaching a false doctrine, man, all right, you're going to hell off, and the end of you is going to be very terrible. All right, so yeah, that's all I really have to say. Anything you want to put in?
I was gonna say, back on the notes, when you take notes, reading, like you're speaking on right now, when you're reading and stuff like that, and you putting time in for the Lord, he locks stuff in your brain. So that's why, like you said earlier, repetitive. When you being real repetitive, sooner or later it's gonna lock in your brain. You're just gonna remember, and so it's gonna pay off. That's all I wanted to say on that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say, brother.
Come. Hey, well, so hey, with that, Lord willingness is edifying. Stay on top of yourself, brothers. You know, abound. All right, abound. You know, I might put the definition actually in the description. Actually, let me get it on here. Actually, all right. Let's end it off. You know, because this thing is getting tighter and tighter now. So we gotta make sure we getting tighter.
Yes,
We
sir.
turning up. You know, in the spirit.
Yes, sir.
All right. Always find time for the Lord. Hey, for you brothers that be driving a lot, download the audio Bible. Go on YouTube right now. All right, type in Bible dramatized version. I did that, bro. Oh man, it's like you can literally, it's like a movie in your head, and you can literally, because you know they play like the sound effects. I was hearing 2 Kings, you know, with Elijah, how he got beamed up, and his understudy Elisha got a double portion of his spirit. But it was just beautiful because it was like you were there, because it was playing the sound effects. I'm telling you, that'll help brothers out. You know, you'll know. You know, it'll just put like a visual in your head. You know,
More lively.
yeah, more lively. All right, so let me put in. Oops.
What was it called?
Just type in Bible dramatized version. Yeah, I ain't a bar. Yeah, let me just type this in real quick. Abound. Etamon. Oops. Bear with me for 1 second. If you want to say anything while I get it.
Yeah, you know, I be saying this. Basically, I be on motivation, so I do say the same thing over and over again. But just know that this truth, you know, is gonna pay off. And hey, I'm speaking to myself too. Hey, cutting myself. Just hey, no matter what's saying in your mind, just know this is the only thing that's gonna pay off. Nothing else.
Yeah.
So just stay strong. You know, believe in y'all about me on shine.
That's right.
No matter
Hey.
what you go through, and I promise you, you're gonna be all right. No matter how you feel.
Yeah.
No matter how you feel.
That's right, man. Continue to worship Yahweh Shemashai. Believe on Yahweh Shemashai. Hey, he already got the victory for us. We're about to have everlasting life through him, man. I was just meditating on the kingdom earlier. You know, I was like, man, I can't wait, man, to have a scepter in my hand. Man, the kingdom, man, we're going to be, man, gods. We're going to be immortal.
Righteous.
You know, see things we never seen before. See whole new worlds. You know, hell, just this world alone, our earth is beautiful, man. You know, we driving, man. I'm looking up the mountains, man. Can you imagine just seeing, you know, islands and different regions and mountains, you know, new animals, all right, you know, different colors. Oh, man, we about to get it all, man. But, hey, we got to do work first, you know, and then at the end we get paid.
Yeah.
So, hey, call out Yahweh Shemashai. I got the word Abound. It says, be great and plenty. Be in great plenty. To overflow, run over, rise in a wave. All right, to be abundant, come together in great numbers. So you're just constantly going up. You're getting better and better. All right, you're absorbing more precepts, more scriptures. You're absorbing more knowledge through the Ruach HaKodesh. You know, that's guiding you. Okay, and you always want to remain humble too, because hey, we ain't nothing at the end of the day. Remain humble. You know, always pray. You see, to remain humble, to have righteous thoughts, love your brother, show charity. All right, and abound. That's also abounding too, showing charity and increasing in faith. You know, we want to abound in every way, in every aspect, man. Becoming a better version of ourselves, man. Forgetting the old. I think you got to go on this thing. Yeah. But yeah. So with that, hey, Lord willing, this is edifying. All right. So until next time, let's give all praise, honor, glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to my elder apostles. To our elder apostles of Great Millstone. It's all good. All right, man. Brothers almost drove off the side of the road. No, I'm playing. Nah, it's all good. All right, hey, with that, hey, shalom.
Hey, shalom.